Lifted in by Gakpo. Salah!
Mohamed Salah was once untouchable. The Egyptian king who shattered records, who made defenders look like training cones, who carried Liverpool on his back. Last season, 47 goal involvements, Golden Boot, Playmaker of the Season, Player of the Year, the first player in history to win all three in one season. Today, he's being substituted in the 89th minute against Manchester United. 7 games without a non-penalty goal, his longest drought in 8 years. Jamie Carragher just said he shouldn't start every match anymore.
Listen, Mo Salah's not playing well. He's a legendary figure, one of the greatest players to ever play in the Premier League, I'd say, alongside yourself. But he's at the stage now where I don't think it should be an absolute guarantee he starts.
How did Liverpool's hero become their biggest problem? This is the story of Mohamed Salah's perfect storm. But to understand how far he's fallen, you need to see how high he once stood. 2017. Liverpool paid Roma £36.9 million for a player Chelsea had already given up on, a winger who couldn't make it in the Premier League. Everyone thought Jurgen Klopp had lost his mind. What followed was pure magic. 32 goals in his first season, Premier League Golden Boot, Champions League final. Then he did it again and again. For 7 seasons, Mohamed Salah didn't just score goals, he obliterated records. By 2024, the numbers were staggering. Liverpool's all-time top foreign scorer, 4th highest in Premier League history. 184 goals, more than Aguero, more than Henry. But the 2024-25 season, that elevated him to legend status. 29 league goals, 18 assists, 47 total goal involvements, the highest ever in a 38-game Premier League season. He became the first player ever to win the Golden Boot, Playmaker Award, and Player of the Season in the same year. Liverpool won their 2nd Premier League title. Salah finished 4th in the Ballon d'Or voting. Many believed he was robbed. At 32 years old, he wasn't slowing down. He was getting better. The Egyptian king sat on his throne, looking down at the Premier League he had conquered. But here's the thing about thrones. They're only stable when everything beneath them holds steady. And beneath Mohamed Salah, the foundations were already cracking. Summer of 2025. The cracks appeared one by one.
First, the Ballon d'Or ceremony, September 22nd, 2025, Paris. The Théâtre du Châtelet packed with football's elite. Liverpool sent their captain Virgil van Dijk, goalkeeper Alisson, and manager Arne Slot. Mohamed Salah didn't attend. When they announced him in 4th place, behind Ousmane Dembele, Lamine Yamal, and Vitinha, the football world erupted. 57 goal contributions, a historic treble of individual awards, and he finished 4th? The snub cut deep. Then came the Real Madrid bombshell. Trent Alexander-Arnold was leaving. The most productive right-wing partnership in Premier League history was about to be destroyed. 89 long balls from Trent to Salah last season, 4.5 progressive passes per game, 7 years of telepathic understanding, gone to Madrid. Liverpool had a plan. Arne Slot was implementing his possession-based system. They signed Jeremy Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen for £30 million. They brought in Florian Wirtz. The squad was evolving. And then came the contract. 2-year extension through 2027, massive wages, the highest paid player at the club. The signal was clear. Mohamed Salah was still the king. The season started perfectly. 5 straight wins. Salah scored twice in stoppage time against Burnley. Against Atletico Madrid, he reminded everyone with a screamer. But if you looked closer, really looked, something was off. The goals were late, the performances inconsistent. Nobody paid attention. Nobody wanted to believe what was coming. And then it all came crashing down. October 20th, 2025. Manchester United at Anfield. Everything changed. Liverpool lost 2-1. Mohamed Salah missed 2 golden chances. 2 opportunities the old Salah would bury with his eyes closed. 54th minute, a corner falls to him completely unmarked at the back post. He blazes it wide. The Anfield crowd groans. 83rd minute, another chance, another miss. Harry Maguire scores minutes later, United win. 89th minute. Arne Slot substitutes Mohamed Salah. Jeremy Frimpong comes on and immediately looks more dangerous. The statistics were damning. 7 Premier League games without a non-penalty goal, his longest drought since joining Liverpool in 2017. 3 goals and 3 assists in 11 matches total. For a player averaging 0.8 goals per game over his career, this was catastrophic. But it wasn't just Salah. Liverpool were struggling this season. Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Galatasaray in the Champions League, now Manchester United at Anfield. 4 defeats in the 2025-26 campaign, and Salah was at the center of every post-match debate. And then came the moment that made headlines everywhere. Jamie Carragher on Sky Sports. Liverpool legend. He looked into the camera and said what everyone was thinking. I think we're at that stage now where Mo Salah shouldn't be a guaranteed starter every week. He's not at Virgil van Dijk's level anymore where he's the first name on the team sheet. The words hung in the air like a death sentence. Salah's response? Another poor performance against Chelsea. Another miss against United. He looked tired, frustrated, lost. The pattern was unmistakable. Missed chances, disappear in big games. Social media exploded. He's finished. Should never have given him that contract. The fan base was splitting. Liverpool's season was unraveling, and at the center of it all was the man who was supposed to save them.
The pattern was unmistakable. Missed chances, collapse when pressed. Every single week. But how did we get here? To answer that, we need to rewind. Back to the summer when Liverpool thought they'd solved everything. Mohamed Salah signs a 2-year contract extension, £350,000 per week, the highest paid player at the club. The message was clear. Liverpool still believe. The fans celebrated. The media praised it. Securing Salah until 2027 was essential. Opening day, Wolves away. Liverpool win 4-0. Then Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. Salah scores a brilliant goal. That signature cut inside, that perfect left-footed finish. He's back, Twitter explodes. For 3 weeks, it felt like the nightmare had been avoided. New contract, new season, same Mohamed Salah magic. Arne Slot was confident. Salah is crucial to our system. The media bought it. The fans bought it. But football has a cruel way of exposing illusions. Because it wasn't just about form or fitness. 4 separate problems were converging. And when they hit all at once, not even the Egyptian king could survive. Arne Slot isn't Jurgen Klopp, and his system exposed Mohamed Salah's biggest weakness. Klopp's Liverpool was built on chaos, high pressing, rapid transitions, direct counterattacks. Get the ball, one pass from Trent, and Salah is running at isolated defenders. His pace, his finishing, his ability to create something from nothing made him unstoppable. Slot's system? Completely different. Possession-based, controlled build-up, patience, the Dutch way. But it requires wingers to press higher, hold with longer, contribute defensively. At 33 years old, Salah can't press for 90 minutes anymore. His positioning in Slot's system isolates him on the wing, waiting for service that comes too slowly. The statistics prove it. Salah received the most progressive passes in the Premier League last season with 297. This season, only 41. He's dropped to 6th. The system isn't feeding him anymore. But the tactical problems were just the beginning, because Salah lost something even more critical. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Mohamed Salah was never doing this alone. He had Trent Alexander-Arnold. For 7 years, they were telepathic. Trent would ping a 40-yard diagonal that landed perfectly in Salah's path, 89 times last season. 4.5 progressive passes per game, the most productive right-side partnership in Premier League history. Real Madrid saw that connection and broke it. Liverpool replaced him with Jeremy Frimpong. Good player, fast, athletic, but he's not Trent. Frimpong averages 3.3 long passes to Salah per game. The supply line is broken. And at 33, Salah doesn't have the pace to create chances by himself anymore. He needs service, perfect service, the kind only Trent could provide. 7 years of chemistry don't get replaced in one transfer window. And if losing his creative partner wasn't enough, there was another weight crushing him. £350,000 per week, 2 years, 36.4 million total. When you're the highest earner and you're not performing, everyone notices. Every missed chance becomes a headline. Every bad game becomes a debate. The board is asking questions. The fans are divided. The media is relentless. Salah is too smart not to feel it. Every time he puts on that Liverpool shirt, he's carrying the weight of that contract. The Ballon d'Or snub made it worse. After the greatest season of his career, he finished 4th. He didn't even attend the ceremony. The disrespect stung. And now, in his worst form, that 4th place feels like a premonition. But beneath all the tactics, all the partnerships, all the pressure, there was one opponent Salah couldn't escape. Mohamed Salah turned 33 in June 2025. His sprint speed has dropped, his pressing intensity is down, his recovery between matches takes longer. The explosive acceleration that made him unplayable, it's still there in flashes, but not for 90 minutes. Against Manchester United, he looked exhausted after 60 minutes. Against Chelsea, he couldn't keep up with younger defenders. This is what decline looks like. Not sudden, gradual. A player who used to beat 3 defenders now struggles against 1. The stats back it up. Shot conversion rate down 35% from last season. Successful take-ons down 28%. Distance covered per match down 12%. Father Time catches everyone, even the Egyptian king. When you lose your tactical system, lose your creative partner, carry contract pressure, and fight age all at once, something has to break. For Mohamed Salah, everything broke at once.
Which brings us back to where we started, the 89th minute substitution, the legend on the bench, and the question everyone's asking. Mohamed Salah's contract runs until 2027. That's 2 more years of this. 2 more years of questions. 2 more years of scrutiny. Can he adapt to Slot's system? Can he learn to play a different way at 33? Or will Liverpool spend $36 million watching their legend fade in real time? Jamie Carragher said he shouldn't be a guaranteed starter anymore. Arne Slot is already rotating him. The fans are starting to turn. Is this how legends end? Not with glory, but with the slow, agonizing realization that time conquers everyone? Or can the Egyptian king find one more miracle, one more reinvention, one more chapter in a career that defied every expectation? The next 6 months will define Mohamed Salah's legacy. Hero or burden? King or cautionary tale? We're about to find out, because this perfect storm, it's still raging. If you want more deep dives like this, smash that like button and subscribe. Trust me, this story is far from over.